हरि ओम। ओम। ओम श्री गणेशाय नमः। ओम श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। ओम समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। ओम सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। नमः श्रीशङ्करानन्द गुरुपादाम्बुजन्मने सविलासमहामोह ग्राहग्रासैककर्मणि। So we saw that yesterday were discussing how on account of delusion Jivaha Magnaha Shochati Vapushi in the body. With Deha Abhimanam, Jivaha drowned in identification with the body, Shochati, he suffers. And sometimes he enjoys. Okay. Now begins we have started discussing about the Dvaita created by Ishvara. That is, Ishvara Dvaitam was completed. Jiva Srishta Dvaitam is going to be discussed. Jiva Srishta Dvaitam. How Jiva created his duality and he is suffering in his own way. So at the beginning, Vidyarmana told Saptanna Brahmane Dvaitam Jiva Srishtam Prapanchitam. In Saptanna Brahmana, in Bharadharika Upanishad, we saw 1.5. In first chapter, 5th section, Sapta Anna Brahmana. Entire universe is nothing but 7 types of food for Jiva. It is there. Annani Sapta Jnanena Karmana Anajayat Karmana Ajanayat Pita. Pita means here Jiva. He Jnanena Karmana. Through Jnanam and knowledge, he created these 7 kinds of foods for his own bhoga. Yesterday we saw how Ishvara is equated to a contractor. Though he is a creation, it's all his creation only. Without Ishvara Sushti, Jiva cannot do anything. Jiva cannot exhaust his vasanas. So, that vastu should be available in order to exhaust. If I have vasana, if I have to exhaust my vasana, that object should be available in the world to exhaust my vasana. So that's all compassionate Lord. He is giving 7 types of food. But is the creation is created by Ishvara as per the demands of the Jiva. Okay. Now, what are that? Marcham annam ekam devanne dve pashvarnam chaturthakam anyat tritayam atmartham annanam viniyojanam. 1 type of food for human beings, 2 types of food for devatas, 1 type of food for pashus, 4 ho gaya, 1 plus 2 plus 1, 4, and 3 more foods are for atmartham, for the jiva sake, within, as jiva, individual. What are they now? 7 foods now. So he says, व्रीह्यादिकं दर्शपूर्णमासौ क्षीरं तथा मनः वाक्प्राणश्चेति सप्तत्वम् अन्नानामवगम्यताम्. व्रीह्यादिकं दर्श पूर्णमासौ क्षीरं तथा मनः वाक्प्राणाश्चेति सप्तत्वम् अन्नानाम् अवगम्यताम्. Now, Vrihyadikam, first type of food for Manushya is Vriha Adikam, rice, wheat, that is paddy, etc. is the food for Manushyas. So many Mahatmas have commented here that means for a human being, that's what they are commented, that vegetarian is only suggested. Some Mahatmas comment like that. Because it is said Vriyadikam and Sapta Brahmana, Saptanna Brahmana. So Manushya food is all kinds of grains, rice, wheat, etc. is the food for human beings. Darsha Purna Masav, this in for every Grihastha has to perform Purnima day one Havan, Agni Kriya, and Amavasya day, New Moon day, also one Havan they have to perform. So Purnimasa and Purnima and Darsha. These two Havans are to be performed by Grihastha, where offerings are offered, meant for whom? Devatas. So these offerings, what do you offer in these yajnas? That you put all kinds of the ahutis, various dravyas are offered, and those dravyas have become food for devatas. Devatas, and with those that can dravya only, they in turn give you back in terms of rain, in terms of plenty, all those things. Devatas plus. So two types of food. One is to be in the form of havan, in the form of yajna on Darsha and Purnima, Amavasya day and Purnima day. Kshiram. Kshiram is milk, especially meant for animals. Animals, when they are very young, they depend on milk. So milk is the food for animals. Tatha manaha vak pranaschaiti. Now later on, what is that now? Four foods are over. Vrihyadikam for manushya, two types of food for devatas, three, one type of food for pashus, milk, four, then three more. Manaha, kaya, vak, manaha. Very beautiful thing. Manaha, pranascha iti. Vak, prana iti. Mind, speech and prana. Mind, speech and prana. This is the food for Atma, Jivaha. Meaning what? What we said yesterday. Any food means what? Food means what? Object of experience. So mind is experienced. Mind is experienced. Prana is experienced. Speech is experienced. So they all become object of experience. And we all depend on these three. Think. So, Vak Pranasya, Vak Manaha Vak Pranasya iti Saptatvam Annanam. These seven types of food are to be understood. That means what? Whole universe is an object of experience. Divided into seven kinds of foods. For Pashus, Manushyas, Devatas, and Jiva. So these Jivas are always everywhere, and all lokas are there. So the whole universe is nothing but object of experience. So who created the universe? Ishvara. For whose purpose? For the purpose of Jiva. For the Jiva's sake, he created the universe. Because Jivas have plenty of vasanas, so they demand a field of experience. Therefore, this is created. Okay, now let us continue. Now you said in the beginning, Jiva Srishtadvaitam is going to be explained. How can you say it is Jiva Srishtam when everything is created by Ishvara? That question is posed. How can you say that Bhogya Prapancham is Jiva Srishti? Because it is created by Ishvara. So Ishvara, our Vijayamuni says, Ishena yadyapyetani nirmitani swarupataha tathapi jnana karmabhyam जीवो कार्षे तदन्नताम् ईशेन यद्यप्येतानि निर्मितानि स्वरूपतः तथापि ज्ञानकर्माभ्याम् जीवो कार्षे तदन्नताम्. He says, यद्यपि ईशेन एतानि निर्मितानि स्वरूपतः ईशेन स्वरूपतः निर्मितानि एतानि. Even though there is no doubt about it, all these things are created by Ishvara only. There is no doubt about it. Although all these types of food are created by Ishvara from his own essential nature, Swarupataha, from his own Swarupata, because Ishvara, the entire creation has come from Ishvara Swarupa only. It's why in Vedanta we say, Abhinna Nimittapadana Karanam. He himself is the efficient cause, he himself is the material cause. He himself is the instrumental cause, everything he alone. So, created by Ishvara from the essential nature, Sarupataha Nirmitani, Yadyapi, although, Tathapi, even then, Jnana Karmabhyam Jiva Akarshi Tadannatam. Beautiful thing. So, beyond, depending upon his Jnana and Karma, or knowledge and action, Jiva has attributed Bhogyatvam, utility and enjoyability by his knowledge and action. Very beautiful. So that means what? What he wants to say that creation is no doubt Ishvara created, but it is ordered by Jiva. Interesting, no? Our thinking is what? Is not God created a मनमानी, उनकी मनमानी थी, बस ऐसे बना दिया सृष्टि को और हम सबको फंसा के रखा है. See friends, our thought, our thinking has to change. In fact, Ishvara has created, we should thank him. Suppose I have a desire to eat gulab jamun. Gulab jamun should exist, no? I have a lot of desire to come onto earth and then enjoy earth. Earth should exist, no, for me to come here and then enjoy. Our arrogance is what that, we think that, we, Ishvara created and who the hell who asked him to create this world? Why should he suffer? Ishvara created, I am suffering. Somebody he made rich, somebody he made pure, somebody poor, somebody he made healthy, somebody he made unhealthy. Somebody he gave good parivar, somebody he gave bad parivar. So we have some complaint. A lot of people have this complaint that had Ishvara or Lord not created this world, had it not been created, we would not be suffering here. Why did you give me Janma, oh mother and father? Suppose somebody asks. So father and mother also intelligent. They say, no, actually we wanted to have a son, but who the hell, why should you enter into that womb? Why can't other Jiva enter? Somebody would have become my son and daughter. It is our desire to have children. Why did you come then into our family? So it is as though we have choices. So it's all ordered by once the hotel board is there. Sometimes once goods are ordered, cannot be taken back. Once you ordered, the design is made accordingly for your birth. The environment is created, everything is planned, and God has thrown you into this world as per your demands. So the world is created by Jiva. Based on what? Knowledge and karma, or is papa and punya to gain pleasure out of papa, sorry, punya to gain unhappiness, dukkham, sorrow out of his papa. So Ishvara has created, but I have ordered. I am going to stay as my bhogya vastu. Because I am going to stay means this world is going to stay for me. Very thing. So I may, this world is existing as a bhogya padartha for jiva. So Ishena, even though by Lord, yadyapi etani nirmitani swarupataha, tathapi jnana karmabhyam jivaha akarshit. Beautiful thing. He made akarshit tadannatam. Okay. So this is the very beautiful thing. So we cannot blame. So what is the role of Ishvara? What is the role of Jiva? Why did Ishvara create this Srishti? For Jivas who are caught up in earlier Srishti, those who are not liberated, plenty of vasanas are there. So Anukampaya, out of compassion, God created universe for those Jivas. I think this is clear. And in Panchadashi, one by one, when we study, slowly the clarity improves. Clarity. Okay. Now, ईशकार्यं जीवभोग्यं जगद्वाभ्यां समन्वितं पितृजन्या भर्तृभोग्या यथा योषितथेष्यताम् ईशकार्यं जीवभोग्यं जगद्वाभ्यां समन्वितं पितृजन्या भर्तृभोग्या यथा योषित तथेष्यताम्. Now Vijayaraman makes it very clear that what Bhogya Prapancha is Jiva Srishti, that is the world as Bhogya Padartha, as an object of enjoyment. Very careful, listen carefully. The world as an object of enjoyment is the creation of Jiva. Again I repeat, the world as an object of experience, as a bhogya vastu, as a bhogya padartha, object of enjoyment. Everything is for my enjoyment. Everything means whatever each jiva has certain desires. Bhogya prapancha. So the world, creation of the world as bhogya prapancha, converting the world into bhogya prapancha is jiva srishti. And Ishvara is what? Karya Srishti. Ishvara Srishti is Karya Prapancham. Karya Prapancham, this entire creation as an effect. Who is the cause? Moona Prakriti. Under the directorship of Ishvara. So Ishvara is the cause. And he affected, he brought an effect. What is that effect? Effect is Jagat. Karya Prapancham. So Karya Prapancha is Ishvara Srishti, and within the Ishvara Srishti, Bhogya Prapancha is Jiva Srishti. So therefore, two Dvabhyam, the universe has two aspects or perspectives, Jagat Dvabhyam. The two aspects are there, two perspectives are there. What is that? One is Karya, Isha Karyam, one is Karyam, other is Bhogyam. One aspect of creation is the karyam, Ishvara's creation. Ishvara affected this universe, created this universe. And karya, the karya is Ishvara karyam, and bhogyam is jiva prapancha it is. Therefore, both are there. Ishvara Srushtadvaitam, Jiva Bhogya, as Bhogya Prapancha is created, that is Jiva created Dvaitam. Okay. Now he gives an example. I think it is clear. More clarity will come. Where are we bound? Listen carefully. It will come, subsequently it will come, these thoughts will come. I am telling you now itself. Any vastu, any object, which you don't see it as your object of experience, which you don't desire, which you don't have any expectations or desire to enjoy, you are not converting that into bhogya vastu, there is no bondage, there is no sorrow. I see a beautiful flower, and a beautiful article. Okay, it's beautiful. Okay, very good. And that also is Maya only. Because same vastu somebody may not look at beautiful. That will come later on. Okay, for you it is looking beautiful. Doesn't matter. ठीक है. Okay, you saw the beauty. For you it is looking beautiful. Okay, you noticed it as beautiful. Enough, no? There ends the matter. But if you like it and if you want it, that means when you superimpose bhogyatvam, you wanted to enjoy, that enjoying buddhi is the beginning of the bondage. So one main meaning is how to come out of jiva srushti dvaitam, as I said in the beginning. Superimposing bhogyatvam on every vastu should be stopped. So here one example is given. Yatha yoshit tata ishyata pitrujanya bhatrubhogya. It's like a woman. So which I'm going to give you an example. One and the same woman is same as a daughter of her parents from the standpoint of the parents. So she is a karya padartha. She is produced by her parents. She is brought forth into this world by her parents. She is the effect of the cause. Cause is parents. So as a child to her parents, she is karya, pitru karya, pitrujanya. Out of that father and mother, she came into this world. Now, after some years, the very same girl marries and goes with husband. Though she is pitrukaryam, pitrujanya, but she becomes an object of enjoyment, pleasure, or within brackets sorrow, for whom? Husband. And husband's family entirely eventually. So the girl becomes bhogya padartha from the standpoint of her husband. Think. and eventually she is married. So vice versa. A boy is produced by her parents. The girl superimposes. She sees the boy as a bhogya vastu, an object of enjoyment. So the person is same. So creation is same. Ishvara created. An interesting thing is, this creation is not only for you, because there are so many jivas are there. So many jivas are there. Like a shop. A shop, he keeps all kinds of items, not only for one customer. One customer may like one object and he takes that object and goes away. But for one customer, nobody opens a shop to satisfy one customer. So he has a lot of hundreds and thousands of customers who come to that shop. And to satisfy all types of varieties of customers, he keeps all varieties of objects. Carefully listen. But how we got caught up in a shop? Though I go to a shop to purchase one particular object as part of my need, I don't go purchase the object which is my need and come back. I do window shopping, or I go other shopping, or I am tempted by other objects which are meant, maybe, see, my attraction of an object, my attraction towards an object, it's an attraction, it may not be the need. It may be somebody's need. Therefore, that object is in the shelf. Somebody, it is a need. It could be. For me, it is not the need. It's only an attraction. It attracted me. Because it attracted me, I created a desire to enjoy. Therefore, I come to shop with one desire or two desires to purchase some needful things. I go back with a huge baggage of purchasing so many things, having got attracted to different objects, and thus my sansara increases. Similarly, when I come to this world, this creation is made for different varieties of jivas. दारू पीने वालों के लिए दारू रखा है, मंदिर जाने वालों के लिए मंदिर बनाया गया. देखिएगा, प्रकृति लवर्स, प्रकृति सौंदर्य को देखकर मस्ती में रहने वाले उन लोगों के लिए प्रकृति अच्छी अच्छी ऐसी जगह है पृथ्वी पे, आप जाके वहां बैठ सकते हैं, उसका सौंदर्य आप ले सकते हैं. प्रकृति सौंदर्य, नेचर्स ब्यूटी. Somebody likes nature, somebody likes this, somebody likes that. Therefore, this creation, this world is meant for so many jivas, and every jiva is coming to experience their own object. But question is, when I stick to, very carefully listen, when I become awakened means not realization, I'm really became aware of what my vasanas are, swadharma is, and I stick to my life only to swadharma, then there is a chance for me to realize the truth. Having come here, if I started getting attracted or superimposing bhoga buddhi in every vastu, that is bondage. So, Ishakaryam, Jiva Bhogyam. The example may not be proper, but this Mahatma has given that example. Pitrujanya Bhatra Bhogya Yatha Yosha Tateshatam. Suppose, like Bhagavan Ramchandra ji. Ekapatni Vratam, Dharma. It's not a bondage. Like Gurudev used to say, in some countries, here's fifth, here sixth. Then it's actually, we don't know, but we are actually getting bound. in multiple varieties of relationships in different objects. So, where is a bondage? Superimposing bhoga buddhi on this jagat is the bondage for jiva. And in fact, while a simple thing, while leaving a shop, you thought an object, it was attracting you, but you didn't have money to it for it completely. You didn't forgot the purse or not carrying full cash. So you are really go and then tell next time I आऊँगा मैं शाम तक आ जाऊँगी and please ये रखना piece रखना. You keep this piece with you readily. I will come and take it in the evening. Similarly, we lie leaving the body with a desire. We leave that we will come back and enjoy this object, that place, this house, that wealth, this wealth, and therefore we earn money, punya kamake. Then again we have to come back, and what a struggle it is. So this remember, Isha Karyam Jiva Bhogyam. So Bhoga Buddhi, if you remove from this world, you are liberated. You are no more bound. So what is Karya Prapancha from father's angle, it is Bhogya Prapancha from husband's angle. Though the girl is same. So, Ishakaryam Jiva Bhogyam Jagadvabhyam Samanvitam. Dvabhyam Jagat, meaning by these two Samanvitam, endowed with these two. One is Ishvara Karya and Jiva Bhogya. This is where we enter into the Jiva Srishta Dvaitam, the duality created by the Jiva or individual, and we get caught up in this. Bhamaya. That's why Punarapi Maranam, Punarapi Jananam, Punarapi Janani, Jathare Shayanam. यह संसारे बहुदुस्तारे कृपया पारे पाहि मुरारे. Maya is such that somehow it will try to maintain the desire in you. It keeps the desire flickering. Some desire. The Maya ensures that you leave this Jagat with a desire to come back. So that's how we have been doing it. Now, beautiful thing is, so both Jiva and Ishvara are responsible for this prapancha. They created it. Ishvara is responsible for what? Karya prapancham. And Jiva is responsible for what? Bhogya prapancham. So Jiva also is a creator. He creates Bhoga Buddhi, how to enjoy this object. Two, three things, objects are there. So I mix this and that and this combination, that percentage or this percentage. Somehow I experiment it to bring out another creation of that and then enjoy. You call it as cocktail, you call it as different ice creams. Add sweet over it or gulab jamun. These are all actually, if you really understand from the what is the struggle in the jiva is going on to enjoy. The struggle is how to enjoy this. So I mix this ice cream and that ice cream and this gulab jam and jab maja aayega. Next time I kept this combination and that combination. If you really look into pierce into the jiva's heart and see what is happening, he's restless. Because you are taken birth, your sharire, a minimum bhog is allowed. The very birth itself indicates minimum bhog, good sukham or dukkham, as per your karma. When we were studying in Sandipani, as brahmacharis and all, so our acharya used to tell us that as long as you are brahmachari, student brahmachari, student brahmachari who is in white clothes with a tuft, mundan. You are not wearing any yellow clothes, Chinna Mission ashram uniform by brahmacharis. You are not given that diksha yet. You are still studying. So he says, for 2 years, one bhoga is allowed for all of you. You can enjoy. Don't worry. Don't bring unnecessary thoughts. You enjoy this bhoga 2 years. What is that? Food. So some functions would happen in ashram. In function, special food will be created, will be given, served. So I say, eat as much as you want. Don't bring again any other thoughts. In these 2 years, you are allowed to study Vedanta, and one bhoga, you exhaust the vasana for food. Eat varieties of foods which are available and which may be available during various functions, or somebody brings some food. So naturally, some people bring some brahmacharis ke liye ek खिलाएंगे. So they take Paramshimam Acharya and then they serve some gulab jamuns or some ice creams or whatever it is, varieties of food. They would arrive. Um, so then it is only for brahmacharis and ashram staff, of course. So everybody will eat, and so brahmacharis enjoy that food. That is allowed. Similarly, all of us, when we are born, some bhoga is allowed. As per prarabdha karma, some bhoga will come. That's okay. En route, whatever that destiny brings. So Vedanta says, destiny, whatever it brings to you, okay, you be happy with it. But don't go above beyond that destiny, this one, and then start searching for various objects and how to make myself happy in this world, how to convert every object into an object of my experience and this and that, and then we are bound. Now the question is that what are the instruments they use to produce the creation? Who Jiva has used one instrument to produce his creation. Ishvara had used one instrument, sadhanam, to create his creation. So what did Ishvara use? What did Jiva use in their respective creations, in creating their respective creations? This is beautiful thing. So what it says, Vidyaranya Muni says, Maya Vrityatmako hi sankalpo hi ईशः संकल्प साधनम जनौ मनोवृत्त्यात्मको जीव संकल्पो भोग साधनम मायावृत्त्यात्मको हीशः संकल्पम संकल्प साधनम जनौ मनोवृत्त्यात्मको जीव संकल्पो भोग साधनम. Wonderful, wonderful. Ishvara, so like a carpenter is there, he uses instrument to produce furniture. Instrumental cause. Efficient cause, material cause, instrumental cause. Like for a pot maker is efficient cause, mud is a material cause, wheel and the stick. But the stick here protects the wheel, they are called instrumental cause. So, what is the Jiva's sadhana, instrumental cause, and what is Ishvara's sadhana, instrumental cause? Here in this sloka it is said, both of them use sankalpa. So sankalpa, what is the nature of sankalpa? Means vrittyatmak. One is maya vrittyatmakaha, second is mano vrittyatmaka, but both are vrittyatmak only. So the nature of sankalpa is what? Vritti rupam, thought, vritti rupam. That is in the form of thoughts. Sankalpa rupena. So vritti is used as a means for creation. Thought is used as a means for creation, both by Ishvara and both by Jiva. It's a beautiful thing. So, therefore, both of them use same vritti only. And where do sankalpas exist? Question is, Maya vrityatmako hi Isha sankalpaha. Isha sankalpa, Ishvara sankalpa, for Ishvara sankalpa arises in Maya. For Ishvara, it arises in cosmic mind, total mind. So this entire Jagat is a projection of the total mind, born out of the sankalpa of the total mind, which is called Maya. So Maya vrityatmakaha, the contemplative thought of Ishvara, which is the nature of Maya, that is the cause in creating this world. Sadhanam, Janav. Janav means in creating, for the creation of this world, in bringing forth this creation, Ishvara had used Maya as his instrument, that is, Maya Vrityatmakaha Sankalpa in the cosmic mind. It is used by Ishvara in creating this. Therefore, one theory is what theory means what Mahatma says, and it is truth. Entire creation is in the mind of Ishvara. Just as entire dream, when we project, when we are in dream, where does our dream exist? Dream exists in our mind. And when I'm dreaming, and suddenly suppose somebody wakes up. When somebody wakes up, do you say, wait, I've created a big universe, sky, stars, galaxies, rivers, animals, plants, people, and big story is running now. Wait, one by one, I withdraw and wake up. Give me 2 minutes time. Do we say? No. Somebody wakes me up, suddenly I wake up, and instantly when my entire sankalpa, which was holding in the mind, in the dream, the thought which was holding the entire creation, suddenly disappears. That's why Mahatma says very clearly in one of his books, beautifully, he says, the whole creation is hurled in the mind of Ishvara, the God Supreme, and if he withdraws his sankalpa, will, power, through will he is holding. If he withdraws or if he withdraws his sankalpa, he says, next fraction of moment, fraction of second, universe simply ceases to exist. There is no question of pralaya process and all that. Simply it just vanishes. So that is Ishvara Sadhanam. Maya Vrityatmakaha. It is a thought in the cosmic mind. And where does Jiva Sankalpa exist? Jiva Sankalpa Vritti that exists in the mind. Mano Vrityatmakaha Jiva Sankalpaha. And all Sankalpas, through Sankalpa only, therefore Yoga Vasishta you take, Ashtavakra, it's all Sankalpa only. Your own Sankalpa binds us, Maharaj, Sankalpa binds us. If you make a wish, that is, so therefore, a great Tibetan master says, karma is a movement of mind, a movement of a thought. It is karma. Thought goes, moves, towards one direction, hoping or anticipating or expecting or wishing, there the karma seed is sown. In right from morning till evening, how many types of thoughts create and how many ways we move our mind. I'll take one more minute today. 12:17 I will end. Any movement is nothing but karma, he says. So, Jiva Sankalpaha Bhoga Sadhanam. It is the Bhoga Sadhanam. It is the instrument for Bhogya Prapancha. So, Manomaya Sankalpa Vritti is Sadhanam for Bhogya Prapancha for Jiva. Therefore, Ravana Maharshi, you take all those great Mahatmas you take, they always tell us that please, 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 Sankalpa Tyaga Karlo. Sankalpas you give up. Sarva Sankalpa Sannyasi, Bhagavan Krishna says. Then you become Yoga Arudha. So, Jiva's bondage is in creating Sankalpa wishes. Sankalpa wish. I wish I have that. I wish I were like you. I wish I am that. I wish I am this. I wish I also get that name and fame. I wish I also construct such a house. I wish I also have such a beautiful wife. I wish I also have such a beautiful child, beautiful son, beautiful daughter. And all the thoughts that we are observing, and all the wishes are created. It is all bondages. So, where is Jiva Srishti? Sankalpa is own Manomaya Vrityatmakam Sankalpa Rupena. That is Sankalpa, Manomaya Sankalpas. Sankalpa Manomaya only. So, Sankalpas are for Bhoga Sadhanam. That is called Jiva Srishti. Okay. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. हरि ओम सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय.